What's up guys, CJ Ravens here, and today we are doing another ranking video. This time we are ranking every single Call of Duty from worst to best, multiplayer only. Last time I did this with the Zombies map, Treyarch only. I ranked every single map from worst to best, from World at War all the way up until Black Ops 4, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good video, and I had a lot of fun making it, so I decided I wanted to do it again. I love Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been like a big ass part of my life. I don't know about you, but it's been for me at least. And so I really wanted to do it again, make another video for this, ranking every single Call of Duty from worst to best, multiplayer only. But before we get started, if you do like the video, if you do like content like this, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I promise you won't regret it. And even if you do, you can always unsubscribe. So go ahead, click that subscribe button. So how are we going to be doing this? How are we going to be ranking this? First things first, we're only going to go from COD 4, Modern Warfare, all the way up until Call of Duty Cold War. Reason being, never play Call of Duty 2, never play Call of Duty 3, at least multiplayer wise. So I can't rank those because I've never played them. Secondly, we're going to be ranking them basically off of, did I have fun with the game? That's literally going to be it. We're also going to be ranking it off of, are the maps good? Are the guns good? Is anything overpowered? Is anything shit? Or is the fucking engine that the game's made on, is that bad? Also too, the third thing, this is my opinion. If my number one's not your number one, that's completely fine. That's okay. That is A-okay. Because I'm pretty sure your number one's not going to be my number one either, and I'm not going to get offended. Fucking, just don't get offended. 14 games, let's get through them. Number 14, what else could it have been? Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Look at the dislikes. Just look at the dislikes. You could just tell that the community did not want this game. We are 3 years into boost jumping, and you had a great idea to, hey, let's add in boost jumping again. We didn't like the first year of boost jumping. We didn't want the second year of boost jumping, and Infinity Ward decided, you know what, the community doesn't like boost jumping. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a third fucking game in a row, and we're gonna have it into boost jumping. We didn't want to go into the future. You know what Infinity Ward did? We're gonna go hundreds of years into the future. It's just fucking stupid. Everything that the community wanted, they just did the complete opposite, and of course it failed. It failed miserably. Nobody likes this game. I'm not gonna say nobody does, but it's just a really bad game. It tried to be a Black Ops 3 clone, but the problem is when they copied and pasted it over to Infinite Warfare, it's like the file corrupted. They tried their fucking hardest to like fix the file, couldn't fix it, and they were just like, release it, we don't even care, we just fucking release it like that. It's a really shitty game. The maps are bad, the specialist abilities or whatever those specialist characters are, they're just dumb. They really did not need to be added into the game. I told you, it's literally a Black Ops 3 clone. This is a great value clone of Black Ops 3. The problem is great value is way better than what Infinite Warfare actually was. Infinite Warfare was just a shit unedible clone. Like, I don't know why I'm talking about it being edible because it's a fucking game, but alright, anyways. It's just a really bad game. This is also my least played game of any Call of Duty. But yeah, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, just the worst game. 3 years deep, you still added in boost jumping. 3 years deep and you went further into the future. This is why when we wanted to go back into the future, we literally wanted to be anywhere but the further year that we were at. I think this game came out in 2016. We didn't want to be past 2016. And Infinity Ward decided, fuck it, we're gonna send them to the year 2469 or whatever year it was. It's like, come, really? Like, are you stupid? Like, really? Infinite Warfare, easily the worst Call of Duty of all time. And coming in at number 13 is Advanced Warfare. I tried to cut this game some slack. I really did. It tried to be innovative. It really did. Adding in boost jumping was something that we've never seen in Call of Duty. This is around the time that fans were asking for something different. This was like the peak of what fans were asking. We didn't want just normal Call of Duty anymore. We wanted something different. We wanted something new. We wanted something innovative. Sledgehammer Games, I'm very sorry to report this, but us Call of Duty fans, we're retarded. We really are. If we say we want this, what we really want is this, okay? We didn't want nothing new. We wanted the same old shit that we get every single year. And Sledgehammer decided to make Advanced Warfare, adding in boost jumping, adding in a lot of stupid shit that people just didn't like. The boost jumping is the biggest problem with the game. I mean, you being able to boost jump 80 feet in the air and then being able to fucking exo jump 80 feet to the side, to the left or whatever. It's just dumb. I didn't really like that. The movement in the game was very hard to predict, especially too when you were shooting someone, they would jump 80 feet in the air, then you would look up and then they would jump 80 feet to the left. It was like, why? How am I supposed to kill anybody? It just made no sense. This is also the first year that they added into a pay to win, where they added in loot boxes and loot crates and pay to win variant weapons. The BAL 27, I think that's what the gun is called, is already an overpowered gun. They decided, hey, if you spend hundreds of dollars, you can get a better variant of the Bal-27 that's even more deadly than the original version. The original version was already overpowered. You had to pay to get an even more overpowered version of it. It was just pay to win. Not only was it a $60 game, but you also had to pay money to actually win. The maps themselves weren't that good. I'm not gonna lie, the guns were kind of weird because they were unique. They weren't necessarily bad, but they also weren't like anything I would recommend using. Like, there's an LMG that literally shoots a laser. That's literally what it shoots, is just a laser. There's also like other guns too, like the SOG 9mm, I think that's what it's called. It's a dual wield gun. I like that. I like the fact that there are guns that are unique. Call of Duty doesn't really have that anymore. They don't really have unique guns anymore. You can no longer dual wield SMGs like you once would in previous Call of Duties. So I do like the guns. I do think that they're very overpowered. The weapon variants really ruined it. The pay to win really ruined it. But the guns themselves weren't necessarily that bad. But to be honest, that's the only really good thing about Advanced Warfare, was that the guns were unique. The guns were different. I mean, we're like 70 years into the future at this point. They had to kind of be unique with the weapons. They had to kind of be different. They couldn't be just normal weapons. Advanced Warfare, it tried to be something different. It tried to do something, and that's why I felt bad. I was gonna put this as the worst Call of Duty, but then I noticed, like, at least it tried to be something different. It sucked. It wasn't good. Number 12, the most boring Call of Duty of all time, Call of Duty Ghosts. I just want to point something out. There are people still playing this game on the Xbox 360. I can't believe it. There was 300 people the last time I checked, but yet there are people still playing this game on Call of Duty. And to be quite honest with you, it's a lot more fucking lively than it was when the game actually had like 100,000 people playing it. People don't camp anymore. It's fucking crazy. There are people that actually run around and play this game. Like, I don't understand what happened, but it's still not a good game. Ghost was just a very, very boring game. The maps are just double the size of what they needed to be. There are two small maps, just two small maps, and then after that they decided, let's skip the medium-sized maps and let's just go straight to the large maps. It's like, what the hell just happened? Like, why? Stonehaven, probably one of the biggest maps just ever created. I don't know what they were thinking. That map is just like, it's way too damn big. This was also like the biggest year that people camped a lot. Like a majority of your lobby was just camping because the maps were too big. They were terrible. Nobody wanted to move around them. The guns themselves were actually pretty good. And yeah, it was just a very, very boring game. And the reason why it doesn't rank last is because even though it was boring, it wasn't necessarily bad. Like, yeah, the maps were bad, but the guns were good, the hit detection was good, the engine was good, everything was kind of good. It's just that the game was just very, very boring. Everything about that game was boring. The kill streaks were boring, the maps were terrible, the maps were boring, everything about this game was boring. Everything about Call of Duty Ghosts screams boring, and for that it has to be ranked low. Even though it's not necessarily a bad game, it just wasn't fun, if that makes sense. It could be a great game, just wasn't fun. Coming in at number 11, my least favorite Call of Duty of all time, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's crazy. People actually like this game. I don't know why, but people actually do. The engine that this game was made in is one of the worst I've ever seen. Black Ops 3 had a very fucking good engine, alright? Black Ops 3 came out in 2015. Black Ops 4, which came out in 2018, alright? 2018 had a terrible ass engine. I don't know what they did. Treyarch, you're supposed to move forward. It's crazy too because Cold War actually has another good engine. I don't know what the fuck they did with Black Ops 4. I have no clue how they screwed up that engine so goddamn bad. It is a terrible engine. One of the worst I've ever seen. I just don't understand how you went from Black Ops 3 having one of the greatest engines of all time. Everything felt so smooth. Everything felt great. The HUD was great. To then having this piece of shit. How did you have this piece of shit? How did you make this? How did someone look at this and think this is better than Black Ops 3? The game looked worse than Black Ops 3. Again, Black Ops 3 came out in 2015. Black Ops 4 came out in 2018. You're supposed to improve. You're supposed to get better. Black Ops 4 sucked ass. I won't say that it's not the worst Call of Duty of all time. It is my least favorite, but it's not the worst, alright? This game was at least playable. But the problem was, everything that they added in was just so annoying and so stupid and just felt so just dumb. Like I said, the engine was terrible, but they also added in specialists. Specialists don't need to be added in Call of Duty. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people do like them, but I feel like they're very overpowered. Especially not only when you had specialist weapons, but you also had specialist equipment, like Prophet. He has his goddamn laser gun and then has a fucking seeker that just goes and stuns somebody. It's the most overpowered shit of all time. Everybody has some stuff, and not to mention the specialist abilities got rid of stuns and regular grenades, and those are way overpowered. So why would you run around with the grenade? Nobody ran around with grenades. It just ruined the whole game. The guns just were very weird. It's not like they were bad, but you look at them and you weren't like, these are good. Like, they were just in the middle. Like, the guns were usable, but like, do you really want to use them? Specialists ruined the game. Like I said, this isn't the worst Call of Duty of all time, but it's my least favorite. I think Treyarch could have done so much better. So much better, but they just didn't. This was just terrible. Black Ops 4 is just terrible. Number 10. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version. Just doors galore. That's all it is doors galore. You just run into a door, bam, look at that, kick that door open. Oh, look at this door, bam, just kick this door open. Oh, would you look at that? Look at this closed door, bam, just kick this door open. It's like they had more fun adding in doors into the game than they actually did working on the damn game itself. And I can't complain. This game could have been a lot better, but Warzone got really popular, and I felt like they just kind of just stopped working on the game, just multiplayer. When you have something really popular like Warzone, you're making a lot of money from Warzone, why would you worry about making the multiplayer better? No one cared about the multiplayer. Everybody only played it for Warzone, and I completely understand why you wouldn't want to like work on the multiplayer. That was the biggest step for me, at least. The season pass was kind of stupid. It ruined the leveling up progression. You could no longer prestige in the game, and that was my favorite part about Call of Duty. You know, once I get prestige, that's like the biggest thing that I like. I like progression. I like prestiging. Once I prestige again, well, oh, I can prestige another time. Let's go for that. But in this game, you can't prestige. You get to level 55, and then you can go up to level 155. But once there's a new season, you reset back down to level 55. It's the most annoying shit ever. I never got past level 100 because why? It made no sense as to why I would want to grind and put all that money, all that time and effort into getting to level 155 if all I was gonna do is just get sent right back down to level 55. You probably got rewarded. Yeah, that's probably cool, but I don't give a fuck about a reward. I just want to progress in the game, and that's something that you just can't do in Modern Warfare. Getting gold guns in this game was another stupid thing. I didn't like the multiplayer in general, so my next step was to go for gold guns. That's just something that I like to do. I like to get gold guns. It's just, you know, something I like to do. But the gold gun progression is just so fucking stupid. It's literally the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like the most dumb thing. I got gold shotguns, and like one of the guns on the shotgun is to get like 50 long shot kills. Then you gotta go around and get like 75 like point blank kills. It's just the most annoying shit ever. Just give me like 100, 200 one shot kills, and then give me 5 bloodthirsties like the Black Ops 2 version. That's all I really want. I just want to go for gold guns, and it just was dumb. The maps themselves were just so bad. Just so bad. I don't think there was one good map. I don't think there was one good map. My favorite map was Ramaza, and if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Ramaza wasn't a good map. It was like an okay map. So when your best map is okay, if I can give your best map like a 5 out of 10, you know you have a fucked up maps. Like, the maps are literally some of the worst I've ever seen. Probably, in my opinion, on par with Call of Duty Ghost with the worst maps of all time. But at least Call of Duty Ghost did have some good maps. Like, they had a lot of shit, but every now and then there was one good map. There was a strike zone. But in Modern Warfare, like, there's no good maps. Like, they're all bad. Warzone was very popular. I understand why Modern Warfare was just as bad as it was, because they didn't really focus on the multiplayer. They focused on making money, and making money was the Warzone. Making money was the season pass. That's literally all it was. So Modern Warfare should have been a lot better, but unfortunately it wasn't. Coming in at number 9 is World War II. Not a bad game. In my opinion, this is like the most just average multiplayer of all time, in my opinion. Just really average. I really don't know how to explain it. The maps weren't necessarily bad, but they weren't like great at the same time. The guns were World War II guns. In my opinion, I don't like World War II guns. I know a lot of people do. Personally, I don't. A lot of people do. Again, they're just really average. Another thing is I didn't like the class abilities that they had it on. Like, for instance, if you wanted to use a shotgun, you had to pretty much use the Expedition class to use a shotgun. And it made no sense because all it did was gave you fire breath rounds. Yeah, they were pretty good, but I mean, you really just could just give me fire breath rounds by letting me level up my gun like I normally would in any other Call of Duty, but they didn't. Same thing, I use suppressors on assault rifles. For some reason they decided, no, let's not let people use suppressors on assault rifles. We're gonna make that an SMG thing only. So you could only run suppressors on SMGs. So it just made no sense. The class thing just made absolutely no sense. I think it kind of ruined a lot of the guns in the game, to be honest. At least the game was alright. It wasn't the greatest game of all time. Like I said, it was just average. I really don't know what else to say about World War II other than, like, it was just average. It's Sledgehammer's best game by far, and if they make the next one, which I think, actually, it's being rumored that they're making the next one. I'm gonna assume that World War II is also gonna still be their best game. I'm gonna assume that Sledgehammer Games is gonna make an even worse game than I think they're gonna make one on par with Advanced Warfare. That's just my opinion. Coming in at number 8, this is gonna piss people off. I can already tell. Is Modern Warfare, the 2007 version. I'm gonna be honest. I think this game is really overrated. I just think that it's fun, but I don't think it's as fun as everybody puts it out to be. Like, yes, it's fun, but it's not the greatest Call of Duty of all time. It's just that Call of Duty needed to be better over times. You know, we needed to add that progression, needed to make it better. This was a very good stepping stone. This was a very good start to making this Call of Duty blow up and making it what it is now. But to say that it's like the best Call of Duty, that's just quite unfair. There's only 3 kill streaks. Again, can't really fault it. One of the very first Call of Duties of all time. But at the same time, that's just kind of annoying. I like, maybe it's because I started playing in Black Ops 1. I like having my progression of which kill streaks I want to use. I don't like the fact that there's 3 of them. Again, just my opinion. The guns are good. I do think the guns are good, but I think a lot of them are very overpowered. The M16 just fucking melts you. Just straight up melts you from any distance. Close, medium, long. You could be fucking sniper range away and that M16 will just bloop right between you. It just melts you. A lot of guns do that too. This is another Call of Duty that I didn't prestige in, and the reason is because I didn't start playing this Call of Duty until about 2011-ish, 2012-ish, and hackers ran through this game. Like, this was like the game that, this was their go-to game. They just ran through this game. And I think that's another reason why I don't like it that much, is because I barely had enough time to put my time into the actual game itself. Every game that I played, or every other game that I played, was just a modded filled game. And that's sad. Activision should make sure that their games are preserved. Their games are just as good as they once were. And it's sad that they don't do that. Once the new Call of Duty comes out, they stop caring about the old one, and whatever you do, whatever you hack it, you mod it, whatever you do, they don't give a fuck. And that's a big reason why it's ranked so low, is because I never really got to play the game the way it was. And even though there is a Modern Warfare Remastered, I heard it's even worse than the original version. I heard that it's like pay to win now. They added in like loot boxes and just stupid shit like that to it, which just, it's stupid. Like, why would you do that? Why would you make a game that is a remastered version and then just make it like the way they did? I don't understand. It's not the game's fault. I understand that it probably was a lot more fun, but for me, I think it's overrated. I think that when I started playing it, it just wasn't that great, it just wasn't that good. Coming in at number 7 is Call of Duty Cold War. Now here's the thing, this game runs really good. I think this game is really good. I think it could be a lot better than what it is, but there's a lot of stupid things that I hate in this game. First of all, the skill-based matchmaking absolutely ruins it. I've been playing Call of Duty for roughly 11 years. The last thing I want to do is play this game competitively. I feel like what they wanted to do is revive the competitive scene, because if you look at other games, if you look at a lot of other games, the competitive scene, there's a lot of money to be made. Fortnite, isn't there a tournament that's going on right now that's worth $20 million? I think that's what they're doing. I think they're trying to make the competitive scene bigger and grow. The problem is that the average player like myself and like probably you just want to play to have fun. That's all we want to do. We don't care about playing competitive play. I promise you, Treyarch, I promise you, the last thing I want to do is take this game competitively. I don't want to play against people who are G-fueled up to the brim, who are fucking on Adderall. I don't want to play against those people. Granted, I'm not scared of competition. If someone's just better than me, they're better than me. I'm okay with that. I'm completely fine with that. And if the games are competitive, 100%, I am okay with that. I like competitive games, but when the teams are just really bad and everybody is trying their hardest to just play this game and trying their hardest to just have one good game, and then you look at their score and they're not even doing good at all, it's like, well, why? What's the point of this? Just let me play with normal people that also just want to play to have fun. That's a big problem about this game, is the skill-based matchmaking. It's very, very, very bad. It's the worst I've ever seen. And they did add a league play in, or they're going to, but to be honest, you're 4 months too late. You should have had a league play or a competitive play the moment the game released. It's really dumb. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know why they decided, let's force people to play this game competitively. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think it was just a very bad idea on their part. But other than that, it's not really that bad of a game. It could be a lot better. Like I said, the engine's really good. The game feels very, very smooth. Way better than Black Ops 4. Fuck Black Ops 4. Me and all my homies hate Black Ops 4. It feels really smooth. It runs really nice. I think the games is really good. The maps, though, are a little bad. The maps, though, they're not good at all. But you know you have a map problem when there has been, over the last, I want to say 3 weeks, there has been a playlist called Raid and Crossroads 24/7. Those are your 2 best maps, and you have a playlist that are designed for just those 2 maps. Your best map is a remake of a map on Black Ops 2. Come on, Treyarch, you have to try better. And again, it's not Treyarch's fault. I assume it's Activision's fault. Warzone is still very, very popular, so the multiplayer is not going to get that much love. If you look at the stuff that they add into it, it's not there. Like, there's not much that they add into it. They add about half the stuff into Warzone as well. Getting gold guns on this game is just fucking annoying, just like it was on Modern Warfare. There's too many challenges. You just got to literally master the game. I don't know why you have to master each gun just to get 1 gun gold. It just makes no sense. This game could be a lot better than what it is, but it's not. Number 6 is Call of Duty World at War. Again, same thing with Modern Warfare. I played this, I didn't have a lot of time in this, but I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, to be honest. I think this game is pretty underrated. A lot of people, when they talk about the best Call of Duties, they don't ever bring this game up. And it's a shame, because the time that I've spent with this game, the time that I had with this game, again, I only had about a couple hours with it, I think 3 to 4. I had a fucking blast. Unfortunately, I got modded, or I got hacked, so I can't play this game online anymore. So yeah, the footage you're gonna be seeing is probably like some, I don't know, the trailers for the maps or something like that, or maybe like some zombies maps. So I can't play this game anymore. I'm lower than level 1, so I can't get into any lobbies anymore. But this game is super fun. At least I had a lot of fun with it. I thought this game was very, very fun. The maps are very, very good. In fact, they remade a lot of them in Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 1 had very, very good maps. So that's how you know that World at War maps were good, when they remade some of them in Black Ops 1. Not to mention, it was the World War II era. It was one of the most realistic Call of Duties of all time. You get a shotgun, you could blow someone's leg right off just with the shotgun. You don't really see that in Call of Duties anymore. Like, they're just very kid-friendly. Yes, they're rated M for mature, but it doesn't really show you what war was really like, and this is World War II. This is what actually happened. I felt like they did a very good job at showing you what happened in World War II. It does follow the 3 kill streak thing. I think that's kind of lame. Again, I started playing in Black Ops 1, so that's just my personal preference. I don't like the 3 kill streak thing, but it's just whatever. I can't really fault it too much, but it's very fun. I think that this multiplayer is very good, very underrated. I wish I had more time playing with it. A lot of the time that I did have to was in modded lobbies, but I didn't get them as much as I did in Modern Warfare, because the game is a little bit newer than Modern Warfare, and I played it around the same time, roughly around the same time, so I didn't get into that many modded lobbies. But a very fun game, very underrated. Now, baby, we're into the top 5. This one's going to be a little controversial too, but coming in at number 5 is Modern Warfare 3. A lot of my friends hated this game. A lot of the community hate this game. In fact, before Call of Duty Ghosts came out, before Advanced Warfare, before Infinite Warfare came out, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was arguably the worst Call of Duty of all time. And I could see why, but personally, maybe I'm in the minority here. I really like this game. Yes, the last time I played it was on the Xbox One emulator of the Xbox 360. The game runs like dookie. It's fucking terrible. You're jumping all over the place. Hit detection's terrible. But what I remember from when I was younger, from when I played, when the game came out, it was very, very fun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I liked the guns. I thought the maps weren't that bad. I thought the kill streaks were actually really good. This is a game that I actually went and played so much. A lot of my friends gave up on this game, and I continued to play it. I remember a lot of my friends went back to Black Ops 1, and I was like, you know what? I'm having a lot of fun. Let's continue playing Modern Warfare 3, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. This was also the first Call of Duty that I actually did great in. I didn't do good in Black Ops 1. I didn't really do good in Modern Warfare 2, and so Modern Warfare 3, all of a sudden, I'm, ending games with these really high kill streaks. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe I was on Adderall at that point. Who knows? I was doing really good in this game, and I quite enjoyed it, and it led on to, me being better in Black Ops 2, and then having better kill streaks and stuff like that in other Call of Duties after that. But this was a Call of Duty that I really enjoyed. I like the guns, I like the maps, I like the kill streaks, I like pretty much everything about it. It's not the greatest Call of Duty of all time. I know a lot of people rank this a lot lower, and I completely agree with why people would, because like I said, none of my friends like this game. I can't think of one friend that I had that actually liked this game. I was the only one that liked it, so I think I'm in the minority for people not liking this. A lot of people would put other Call of Duties that I ranked later before this Call of Duty, 100%. I understand why, but I loved Modern Warfare 3. I thought it was a pretty good game, and it comes in at my number 5. Number 4 is Modern Warfare 2. This is probably going to be controversial too. This is probably a lot of people's number 1, but to be honest, even though I really do like this game, I really do like the multiplayer, I do think it's a pretty... how do I say this? It's pretty broken, if I'm going to be honest with you. Unlimited noob tubes, just having really overpowered guns, the nuke ending the game. I love that, but the fact that you could get the nuke super easily, just get one of the Harrier strikes, then get a chopper gunner, and then you can use the chopper gunner to get a nuke. It's super easy. This game is pretty broken, but it's very fun. Maps are very good. Guns are very good. The kill streaks, like I said, the nuke, one of the greatest kill streaks of all time. I love that you can end the game getting the nuke. I just wish they'd bring that back and make it to where you could also end the game by getting a nuke. I just think that it was just too easy to get. You know, a lot of times every, I want to say 5 games, there was somebody who would just camp in the back of the map until they got their Harriers, and they call out their Harriers, let their Harriers get them the chopper gunner, then they get the chopper gunner, kill as many people as they could with the chopper gunner, then bam, nuke right there, tactical nuke inbound, and then fucking the map blows up. Like I said, it's a very fun game. I just think it's quite broken. It's quite overpowered with the stuff that you could do. But like I said, this is the game that I played a lot with my friends. My friends, this was their favorite Call of Duty of all time too, and I love this Call of Duty. It was really fun. I thought it was very great. Comes in at number 4. I hate this game so much. I fucking do. I hate this game, but it's Black Ops 3. I fucking hate this game so much, but I love it. I love it as well. Don't count out Treyarch out. I think they're the best Call of Duty creators of all time, hands down. And you'll notice the next 3, if you haven't, deduction, if you haven't, found out what the next 3 are, you'll know that they're Treyarch only. This surprised me. I didn't like the specialists, but I felt like the specialists were okay in Black Ops 3. I feel like they didn't really ruin the game like they did in Black Ops 4. I felt like they were ran perfectly. Yes, they were pretty overpowered, but I think the specialists added something different to the game. I didn't like the boost jumping, but Black Ops 4 did a great job with the boost jumping. They made it to where it was a little, it ran smoothly. You were no longer able to jump 80 feet in the air at Mach speed and then jump 80 feet to the left like you could before at Mach speed. You now gradually had to jump up in the air. You had a timer that what you could do. You couldn't just constantly jump to the top of the map. You had a little that you would jump just a little bit, and I think that was a huge thing that Treyarch did. That was really good. The guns in this game were very, very good, even though this game did become pay to win, and that does suck. Like, I hate the fact that this game was pay to win. Adding in the NX Shadow Claws, adding in the Marshals, adding in just everything that's just super overpowered into the game, all those one-hit melees, that sucks. Making it to where getting the crates naturally was really hard, so you had to spend more money. I hated that. I thought it was so stupid, but when you would get into the game and you would actually play it, it was just really fun. The guns were just really good. It was one of the most fun things that I ever did, was just going for gold guns and actually playing the game. And when you get into those lobbies where they were kind of competitive, but at the same time casual, at the same time, they were the best. They were fucking awesome. I loved it so much. The kill streaks were really good. I didn't like really being necessarily into the future, but the kill streaks were very, very good. Nothing felt super overpowered. Nothing felt like it didn't belong. Everything felt very normal. The game ran very smoothly. Like I said, Black Ops 3 is probably one of the best engines I've ever seen. It's way better than Black Ops 4. Fuck Black Ops 4. But yeah, Black Ops 3 ran so smoothly, and honestly, this is probably one of the best Call of Duties of all time. If you look at it as like a whole, the campaign was good. It wasn't the greatest, but the zombies mode was one of the greatest ever. Like, the zombies mode was fucking phenomenal. Look at Black Ops 4, and they had the worst zombies maps of all time. Fuck Black Ops 4. Black Ops 3, just really, really good. I love everything about Black Ops 3. Even though I hate the game, I say I hate it, I've played so much of this game. Maybe behind the next 2 that I'm gonna say, this is probably one of the most played Call of Duties I've ever had. Just in general, playing the multiplayer, the zombies, the campaign, just in general, this is the most played Call of Duty that I ever had, like that I have right now. It's insane. I hate this game, but I love it at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. I mostly love it, though. I ranked it at number 3. Number 2 is Black Ops 2. What else could it have been? What else could it have been? This is close to perfect. This is close to perfect. I love this game so much with a passion. Everything about this game is almost perfect. The maps, almost perfect. The only bad map is Drone and Aftermath, and even then, in my opinion, they're not even that bad. They're still actually pretty good maps. Like, Aftermath and Drone aren't necessarily great, but they're still okay. They're still playable. They're still fun to play. You have the guns that are just really, really good, and this is before pay to win. The only gun that they added into the game was a Peacekeeper. I kind of wish that as they added more DLC, they added in a little bit more guns, but the Peacekeeper was the only gun that they added in. Everything in this game felt just super good. Everything felt super great. You could use pretty much anything in this, from the shotguns to the to the LMGs, to the snipers, you could run around with anything you wanted, and the game just ran so good. The maps were designed so perfectly that you could run around with anything, and the game was just so good. The only problem that I had is the time to kill is a little too high. It is very, very high, actually. You put like half a clip into somebody, and it's like they're not even dead. Their screen doesn't even look like it's red. Like, sometimes the time to kill is terrible. That's one of the reasons why my friends hated this game, was because the time to kill takes so much long, like so long. But when you play and you get good at this game and you try, whew, this game is fucking phenomenal. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. This game is just fucking good. It's great. Black Ops 2 is one of the best Call of Duties of all time. I think it's just phenomenal. I love it so much. And Black Ops 2 is not number 1, because number 1 is Call of Duty Black Ops 1. What else would it have been? What else would it have been? It has to be Black Ops 1, 100%. This game is the most perfect game ever. In fact, as a whole, this is probably one of my favorite games. This is top 5 of my favorite games of all time. Black Ops 1 is so perfect. Everything about Black Ops 1, so perfect. Everything felt so everything just felt so good. The guns, the maps, just kill streaks, everything felt so good about Black Ops 1, man. Oh my god, I go back to this game. I went back to this game recently and I had a blast. In fact, on 4th of July, there was over 1 million people playing. In fact, let me show you this real quick. Let me show you this real quick. This was on the 4th of July. Let me show you this right here. Look at that. I don't know if it's gonna zoom in. That's 1.7 million people. 1.7 million people playing at 2:37 in the morning. This game came out in 2010. 1.7 million people are playing Call of Duty Black Ops 1 at 2 in the morning. Just imagine. That's fucking insane. In fact, when I went back and got the footage for this game, over 100,000 people were playing this game. That's more than all of the other games probably combined, with the exception of maybe Modern Warfare and the exception of maybe Call of Duty Cold War. Dude, so many people play this game, and it is insane. It is one of the greatest games of all time. I've always said, I hate remasters, but I've always said, if you're gonna remaster a game, just remaster this. Don't change nothing. Do not fuck with anything. Do not add anything. Do not change anything. All you need to do is just put it in the Cold War engine, resell it. Just copy, paste in a different engine, resell it, $60, whatever you want to do. That's fucking money right there. You will make so much money. Black Ops 1 is the greatest Call of Duty of all time. Hands down, it is the greatest Call of Duty of all time. At least in my opinion. Everything about this game is just so good. It's so balanced. You could run with the fucking pistols or run with an SMG. You could have just as much fun and just do just as good. Everything is so balanced. The maps are so great. I know I'm in the minority here, but Radiation is one of my favorite maps of all time. So you know when we play Radiation, you know I'm a little hard down there. Okay, that's a little. I love this game so much. Black Ops 1's greatest Call of Duty of all time. Nothing will ever pass Black Ops 1. I wish they'd remaster this game so badly. Treyarch, that's money right there. You will sell more copies of remastered Black Ops 1 than you will ever sell of any Call of Duty after this. You won't sell any more than Call of Duty Black Ops. Just remaster Black Ops 1, please. Please, for the love of God, please, I am begging you. I am begging you. I seriously am begging you that you just remaster Black Ops 1. Because if you do, you're gonna get a lot of money. You're gonna get a lot of money. Just remaster the game. It's good. Just remaster. If you guys enjoyed the video, give the video a like, subscribe for more content. This is, like I said, just my opinion. If you made it this far, don't get mad. Don't get sad. That's like you getting mad that my favorite team is the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not a bandwagon fan, by the way. I promise you. I remember when Jarrett Jack was our best player. Alright, Jarrett Jack was our best player. So that's how you know I'm not a bandwagon fan. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.